Kahn said you can become an architect professionally overnight, but to feel the spirit of architecture from which one makes his offering takes much longer. Your greatest worth is in the area where you can claim no ownership. And I think this is what death of ego looks like.
So I was talking to Kahn. I said, what shall we do now? We have to sign an agreement. He says, I don't sign agreements. I said, but you have to. He says, no, I don't think papers have any value. I don't want to go to court. Then what about fees? He says, you pay me my travel and little money that I spend in the office and models. If you can't afford more, then it's okay. Because he was keen to work.
Architecture has existence, but it has no presence. Only work of architecture has presence, and a work of architecture is presented as an offering to architecture. That's what Louis Kahn said, and it can be simply understood as if the artist made something, that's work of art, not art itself. It's like pointing finger towards truth, but that's not the truth. That's just direction. Louis Kahn was a yogi according to Doshi. And to be a yogi, death of ego is necessary, which we have discussed in one of our videos. IIM Ahmedabad is an excellent example of Kahn's yogic behavior. When Kahn died, he was in $500,000 in debt. He only made profit in the Salk Institute. In his all other work, either he was in break-even or in loss. But there was only one constant in all these projects, and that was his projects were offering to architecture. Offering in its truest sense. In Ahmedabad, he was not making any profit, so there is a good possibility that he might have compromised on quality, right? No, he didn't. He didn't even compromise on quality. When the first brickwork was done, he rejected the quality of brickwork. He stayed in Ahmedabad, made a sample walls, and showed what quality he wants. What kind of mindset he must had at that time, knowing he is in debt, still continues to pursue offering to architecture. Like who does this to themselves? And how one can have this type of mindset? And I think this type of mindset can come into existence only if one realizes that they are not temporary, they are permanent, they are not separate from nature or anyone or anything. So whatever they are offering to the world, that's what they are offering to themselves. Karma. And change of this magnitude comes when all the illusions get shattered, when the ego gets shattered. When Buddha was born, the fortune teller told his father either he would become the greatest king or he would leave all these materialistic possessions and become greatest saint. To avoid this situation of his son becoming a saint, his father made sure that Siddharth never witnesses any negative emotion. Siddharth was always entertained with drama, music and all. As he grew older, one day he goes outside the fort to roam in the city, and there he witnesses people with pain, suffering, and the existence of death. In those moments, all the illusions got shattered. What he believed throughout these years got shattered. And he realizes that this all things were a lie, illusions. And when something of this scale happens, then an inevitable change occurs. And that's the exact moment when Siddharth opts the journey towards the truth and he becomes Buddha, who removed darkness in people. Kahn said you can become an architect professionally overnight, but to feel the spirit of architecture from which one makes his offering takes much longer. Your greatest worth is in the area where you can claim no ownership. And I think this is what death of ego looks like. Reflect about this, it can't be just about becoming an architect. And this was it for the video. Thank you for your time. Meet you in another one. Till then.